We are live. Hey everybody,
Hi everyone,
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
it's El Glam, live from the resort.
Still coming to you live from our Central Florida headquarters.
Yes, we'll be living here for a month and a half. Hopefully, probably before that we will be going, but thank you so much for joining us. And we are actually live right now.
Yes, indeed. So we'll probably be going live a lot the rest of this month because we don't have our computer to actually do our editing. So we want to bring the news to you and still be able to bring the news to you. So we'll be going live a lot. Not going to do a lot of interaction on this video. We will be joining you live on Sunday to have a chit chat with you guys, like a live Q&A on Sunday. So we'll do that then. So but for today, let's jump into the subject at hand.
Yeah, let's talk about it. You have to forgive me. I'm looking down at comments and making sure I try to respond to the comments, but I also have to give you information on this video. So thank you so much for joining us. If you can, give us a thumbs up for our hard work. We are right in the middle of moving to our dream destination. We don't have our dream place yet, because we're getting so many questions about where we're moving. We don't know yet, but we still looking. But we are in the transition of moving to our dream spot. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you can, hop over to Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers, where we continue the conversation on Facebook. You can also join us on Mr. Traveler 74. That's my lovely husband Instagram, or you can join me, El Glam, where I keep it very glam over there on either YouTube or Instagram. And if you're ready to make that next adventure, give us a call at 877-697-4470, or we can be reached at www.mr-traveler.com. We cannot do anything about the noises that you're hearing because we are right off a busy street, but we are in a really fantastic resort. We are at the Westgate, and it was just remodeled.
All right, everybody. So, if you drive a car or have a boat or a motorcycle or anything that requires fuel or a lawnmower,
You've been hiding under a rock.
obviously you know that the fuel prices have went sky high. And so, I mean, this is literally affecting everything. So we need to keep in mind that, not only for our personal lives every day, driving to work and doing all that good stuff, that it's going to cost more. Pretty much every good and service that you depend on every day is done by a truck, which the diesel fuel is even higher than the regular fuel. If any of you guys remember back in the day, I'm old enough to remember when diesel fuel was like dirt cheap.
I remember when it used to be like $1.
Yeah, it was much cheaper than regular gas.
And showing the age of us.
And now that has flipped. So, of course, now that we've got a large demand for travel and other things like that again, and people are returning back to work after COVID and everything. So the demand is high for gas, and then there's plenty of other factors going on in there. But lo and behold, it has arrived and hit the travel industry.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's affecting our travel as well as work, as well as school, as well as anything. Anybody who drives, they are feeling this crunch right now.
So the cruise lines have not implemented this yet, but they have begun talking about it. And if they have begun talking about it, it's just a very short matter of time before it's going to happen. Our group cruises in April, and it would not surprise me one bit if this happens. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you think this cannot happen to you, if you have a cruise booked, I need you to pull out your cruise contract and look carefully in the fine print.
Look at the red tape that's on your cruise contract. It's a little box that tells you about fuel surcharges on there.
Yeah. And, I'll be very honest, I don't know how far back this goes, but I do remember that back in the early 2000s is when I first started hearing about potential fuel surcharges, when we had another price hike back in that time frame as well, when gas was $4 or $5 a gallon. I don't believe at that time it was ever implemented. At least any cruise that we ever did back then, we weren't charged for it.
Nope.
But they may charge a little bit more for the cruise to not charge you the surcharge. So they may go up on the cruise rates to make up for the difference in that fuel that's going on. But that being said, each one of these cruise lines has in their contract, if you go through and read it, that they can charge you a fuel surcharge. Now, some of the cruise lines have a specific amount, like $9 or $10 per day per person. So it'll be, if they do implement this, it'll be just like how they add gratuity onto your account, and you are liable to pay that before you leave that ship.
That's in the contract.
Yeah.
When
so
you buy a ticket.
That is indeed in the contract in there, so they can charge you that fuel surcharge. Right now, they have not done it right now because a lot of the cruise lines and airlines and all that stuff, they make deals and business deals with large amounts of fuel way ahead of time. So the fuel that
they kind of pre-planned it.
Right. So the fuel that they have now on hand is fuel that was bought at a certain price, and even some fuel that they'll have into the future is at a certain price that they have already negotiated with the suppliers. But you know, as we move forward, if this continues in the current state of things, I'm almost
sure we would have to deal with.
We very may well start seeing fuel surcharges being implemented into your cruise. So
that's right, and even in airfare as well. We keeping it cruise related, but of course it's going to affect your airfare as well. So we will be also bringing you that information once we find that out. But for the most part, we are talking about cruises today, and yes, your cruise will be affected by the surcharge that's included in your ticket. When you buy it, it's almost like signing the contract when you pay for your cruises, and it's in there. The red tape is there.
Yeah. So
unfortunately,
I'm not seeing the comments, but I'm sure there's probably plenty of people fussing about the fuel prices right now. I'm trying to keep my comments to myself about it as well, but trying to keep it positive. Right. You know, everything doesn't last always, but just wanted to make you aware of this fact. Now, the Carnival CEOs and higher ups, I'm sorry, not Carnival, but cruise line.
All the cruise lines.
Yeah, not just Carnival. They are all starting to talk about this. It's becoming a subject of conversation.
It really is. It's a big topic right now. It's a big deal because it's going to affect the cruise lines tremendously, and it's already affecting us right now all over the United States. I think it probably happened all over the world, I want to say, because you can cruise to anywhere in the world. It's going to affect everybody.
Yeah. So
how high would it get? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't know. But,
we don't know.
But friends, like I said, a couple of the cruise lines have the prices outlined already, which is $9 or $10 per person per day. Right. So please take that into consideration when you're going on your next cruise. I would strongly advise that you budget some money out. Take a couple extra $100 with you. Just in case this does happen, you want to make sure that you have that available, ready to go, so you don't have any issues.
That's right. Make sure you plan. We always become advocates of planning, and if you watch our channel, you know Mr. Traveler is definitely a planner. The thing that's going to happen is this is going to happen on a whim. They're not going to warn us. They're just going to come out with it. It might just be included in your ticket and you don't even know it, but it is going to happen. I'm almost sure of it. But how high it get, I'm not sure yet. Yeah. But we're going to keep our eyes open so we can give that information on, pass that on to you.
Yep, absolutely. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching this today. And
yes.
Hopefully this doesn't last too much longer. This is getting kind of crazy.
It is getting crazy. Inflation is a real thing.
Yeah. So so anyway, yep. Thank you so much for watching today, and we'll be back with you on Sunday. We're going to have a live kind of Q&A about moving to Florida and moving around Florida and all that kind of stuff.
The last video we did, if you want to watch it, you can go back one video where we briefly talked about our move and journey to Florida, and then we're moving to a different part of Florida, which is our dream destination. We said if you wanted to hear about it, comment below, and we had so many comments that we have to present that video on Sunday. We'll be live. Just now I can't edit out any of my mistakes or me saying or stuttering. It's just going to be a real video, and a lot of people ask, how did we take the risk? We're going to answer all that on Sunday. Thank you so much for commenting on the last video. We're going to take care of it on the next video for you. We're going to tell you all about it, how we moved twice. We sold 2 houses, and now here we are again, moving again. So this might be our last move though. We'll see.
All right, everybody. So thank you so much for watching, and remember,
life's short.
Have fun, guys.
See the world.
See it.
Bye, guys. Be blessed wherever you are. Bye.